Psychology facts about astronauts. Here are a few psychology facts about astronauts. Astronauts experience significant psychological and physiological changes during spaceflight. These changes can include altered sleep patterns, changes in vision and hearing, and altered perception of time. The isolation and confinement of spaceflight can also have psychological effects on astronauts, including feelings of loneliness and isolation. To prepare for the psychological challenges of spaceflight, astronauts undergo rigorous psychological training and evaluation. This training helps them develop coping strategies and techniques to manage the psychological demands of spaceflight. The psychological effects of spaceflight may be particularly pronounced during long-duration missions, such as those to the International Space Station. These missions can last several months or even years, and the isolation and confinement can be challenging for astronauts to manage. Researchers are studying the psychological effects of spaceflight in order to better understand and address these challenges. This research can help inform the development of strategies and techniques to support the psychological well-being of astronauts during spaceflight. Isolation and confinement. Being in space for extended periods of time can be isolating and can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Stress and anxiety. The high pressure and high stakes nature of space travel can lead to increased stress and anxiety for astronauts. Sleep disturbances. The lack of a regular day-night cycle in space can disrupt an astronaut's sleep pattern, leading to sleep disturbances. Changes in cognitive function. Research has shown that space travel can have an impact on cognitive function, including changes in decision-making and problem-solving abilities. Changes in social behavior. Living and working in close quarters with a small group of people for an extended period of time can lead to changes in social behavior and relationships. Overall, it is important for astronauts to have support systems in place to help them cope with the psychological challenges of space travel. Isolation and confinement. Being in space means being isolated from the rest of humanity, which can be a significant psychological challenge. Astronauts must be able to work and live in close quarters with a small group of people for extended periods of time. This can lead to feelings of isolation and confinement, which can be difficult to cope with. Stress. Space travel is a high-stress environment. Astronauts must be
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, hoisting harmony to the heavens and opening new gateways for international science. Discovery has cleared the tower.
Houston now controlling.
Roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Discovery's roll maneuver is complete. Is now in a heads-down position on track for its flight to the International Space Station.
To the unfamiliar environment. Sleep problems. The lack of a regular day/night cycle in space can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to sleep problems. This can affect an astronaut's mood, performance, and overall well-being. Readapting to life on Earth. After spending an extended period of time in space, astronauts must readapt to life on Earth. This can be a difficult process, as their bodies have adapted to living in a microgravity environment. They may experience physical and psychological challenges as they readjust to life on Earth.